Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Counting on Jinger Duggar's new book compared to child's writing? Counting on alum Jinger Duggar Volo is raising some eyebrows following the release of her book, People Pleaser. Breaking free from the burden of imaginary expectations. The 31-year-old has been participating in interviews and podcasts to endorse her newest memoir. She's starting to share the positive feedback she's receiving as well. However, a Reddit thread calls Jinger out for some parts of her book that looked childish. Keep reading to see the discussion. Counting on. What is Jinger Duggar's new book about? According to its description, People Pleaser will tell the story of how Jinger broke free from living under the approval of others. The Counting on alum also explains what it's like to constantly seek approval, which is one of her most unhealthy traits back then. The memoir will also tell the story of Jinger's self-discovery and how Jeremy and her mother helped her walk on the right path. Jinger's new book compared to child's writing? Some Counting on fans on Reddit reacted to the introduction page of Jinger Duggar Volo's book, People Pleaser. According to the poster, they were surprised to read how uninformative the intro was. It shows Jinger introducing herself and sharing how someone asked her what name she would like if it wasn't Jinger. But instead of a fruitful answer, Jinger said that she loves her name, and there's no other name she would take aside from Jinger. Many commenters were also upset about how Jinger would bring up such a topic without a proper answer. Counting on. Jinger Duggar shares baby boy updates. Jinger Duggar Volo also took to IG stories to share updates about her upcoming third child with Jeremy. According to the Counting on alum, they have already come up with a name for her baby boy, adding that her daughters helped write names. However, Jinger revealed that they will keep it a secret until the baby arrives, saying it's what they usually do. Counting on Jinger Duggar's new book compared to child's writing? Jinger Duggar's new book, Becoming Free Indeed, has sparked a wide array of reactions since its release. As a member of the Duggar family, who rose to fame with the family's reality TV shows 19 Kids and Counting On, Jinger's new literary endeavor was anticipated by fans eager to get a closer look at her life. However, not all responses have been positive. In fact, some critics have compared Jinger's writing style to that of a child's, sparking a conversation about whether her book lives up to the hype. Becoming Free Indeed chronicles Jinger's personal journey as she navigates her faith and family life, with a particular focus on her evolving perspective on the strict religious views and lifestyle she was raised with. The book explores themes of personal freedom, independence, and breaking away from the constraints of her upbringing within the Duggar family's ultra-conservative Christian beliefs. It is clear that Jinger has a story to tell, one that reflects her changing understanding of faith, relationships, and the world. However, while the content is undoubtedly heartfelt and deeply personal, some readers have criticized the writing itself. Several reviewers have pointed out that the book's writing style can come across as simplistic, lacking the sophistication that one might expect from a published author. Some have gone so far as to compare it to the writing of a child, suggesting that the language is overly basic and lacks the depth that might engage a more mature or experienced audience. Critics argue that the prose feels stilted at times, and the narrative doesn't always flow smoothly, making it difficult for some readers to stay immersed in the story. While these critiques may seem harsh, they highlight a key challenge that many public figures face when transitioning into writing: the disconnect between their public persona and their literary skills. Jinger Duggar, like many in the Duggar family, has spent most of her life in front of the camera rather than writing. As someone who has spent years on a reality show, it's understandable that her writing style might not be as polished as that of seasoned authors or journalists. Yet her book's release still drew significant attention because of her fame and the personal nature of its content. On the other hand, some fans have praised the simplicity of Jinger's writing, arguing that it makes her story more accessible and relatable. They believe her down-to-earth approach allows readers to connect with her on a personal level, and her authenticity shines through, despite the occasional roughness in prose. Jinger herself has never positioned herself as a professional writer, and perhaps that is part of the charm for many of her followers. They appreciate her honesty and the vulnerability with which she shares her journey. At the end of the day, Becoming Free Indeed is not likely to win literary awards, but it does offer insight into Jinger's personal growth and her quest for independence. Whether or not the writing lives up to literary standards, the book resonates with readers who are invested in her life story and eager to see how she has evolved as an individual. And while comparisons to a child's writing may seem harsh, they also underscore the fact that Jinger is carving out her own path, one that doesn't need to adhere to the expectations of others. In the end, Becoming Free Indeed is more than just a book. It's a reflection of Jinger Duggar's journey toward finding her own voice, both in her faith and in the world. Whether you love it or find it lacking, one thing is for certain: Jinger's story is her own to tell, in her own way. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our Reality T24 channel and stay with us.